Yo guys, it's Slinxy, and in today's video I'm going to be playing the solo cash cup. If you have any tips or anything I can improve on, leave them down in the comments below, or you can DM me on Twitter at YT_Slinxy. It means a lot and I'd really want to improve and get better as a solo player. I'm going to start playing a lot more arena to try and get better at fighting by myself. Let's just jump into it. Going into the tournament, I knew I didn't want to W key and I wanted to play more placement and a bit more passive. I decided for the tournament I was going to land on the left of Holly Hedges, next to this little Viking ship thing that used to be on the old map, but it's now on top of a little building over here on the left side of the map. After looting up, on my way to rotating, I noticed this guy, and then I took a few shots, got some tags, then realised the storm was coming in, so decided to rotate in. I did end up getting caught up in the storm and taking quite a lot of white damage. I then try and pass these players while they're fighting, but somehow this guy gets the nastiest beam ever on me. So then I sand away and bump into another player, so then I box up and try and box fight him a little bit, but then a third party comes along and finishes me off. Where's he focuses me? Like, I got beamed by one guy, pushed by the other, and then another kid jumps in my box. Like, what? So going into game 2, I actually got zone this time, so I decided to go down left to the water, do some fishing, and I picked up some floppers and some better loot. Some of you might be mad I done this, but I ended up boxing up for most of the game in the corner of the map and didn't really do much. On my next rotate into the circle after, I ended up getting tagged and then W keyed by this psycho, and if I had more shields, say if I dropped my sniper for that mini back when I was fishing, I probably could have survived this fight or at least lived a bit longer, because I wasn't holding any spare shields, and that ended up being the death of me. Oh man, I played that decently, I just needed to hit my shots. And I had no shield. I probably shouldn't have taken the sniper, I should have taken the mini. Going into game 3, I landed at the same spot as I did my last 2 games, and well, this happened. Going into this fight here, not gonna lie, I'll say it, I played like a controller player. I jumped in his box, missed my shotgun shot, and then just beamed him with my SMG. Probably should have died. This guy, if he hit his shots, I would have been dead for sure. I played that super dumb. I shouldn't have just jumped in and I missed my shot. Here's just a time lapse of me doing some dead side rotates, boxing up a couple of times, and then we'll jump into the end game. So I ended up actually pulling zone here, so I thought, hey, I'm going to go for height. I've got decent mats, I'm in a perfect position, on the map here for a high ground for next zone, but then the guy with the RPG said a fat no to that, so I had to drop. I swear this guy had a problem with me, because he ended up RPGing me down 2 more times and then cranked for height, and then just keyed into my box. I choked, I got really nervous, I choked my shots, and then I just tried to spray with the SMG and it didn't work out. But let's just jump into the next game now. I don't feel I have the backup of a teammate. Play stupid. Going into game 4, this is going to be my W key game. I definitely looted up way too much before I W keyed, because by the time I was actually looking to fight people, there wasn't anyone left, but I ended up getting this nice little kill in Lazy Lake and the Benji building, and then I got keyed by a siren, and I done the most stupid play of my life. Yeah, that was done, that was so done. Going into game 5, I decided to go back to my drop spot next to Holly Hedges, and not much really happened, so going into mid game, I didn't think I could do much about this because I got beamed, but once I got beamed, I got stuck under my floor, and what I probably could have done is placed a wall to stop that guy shooting me, placed my own ramp and edited up the floor that was blocking my head, and I don't know, I probably still would have died because of the beam. But I don't know, anyone else have any other suggestions? Leave them down in the comments below, I guess. Right guys, so honestly, even after a VOD reviewing this game, I still don't know what I could have done to prevent my death. You may say, oh, don't push him, but I had to push him, because then he would have popped all his shields, and then I would have been at a health disadvantage. I maybe could have disengaged, but it was an early game fight. I had a shotgun, he didn't. I probably should have won that. I hit him like, what, 112 or something? And then he just lasered me with his SMG because he's a little controller player. Like, I don't understand what I could have done in that game that would have stopped me from dying. Like, what am I supposed to do? What else do I do in that situation that could have made me survive? I hit him, my aim was good, I sprayed him. Like, there's nothing I could have done there. I had to push because he was popping shields. Like, I landed at my normal spot once again, and going into this mid game fight, overall I just played really bad. I could have done everything better. My edits were off, my aim was off, I pushed when I shouldn't have, and I just need to get more experience by playing solo arena and maybe some scrims, customs, and just get better as a solo and get more experience. So I'm just playing arena from now all day. Going into game 8, landed the same spot as always, and I actually got pushed on the end of my loot route, and he didn't notice I was there, so I just had a quick headshot snipe on him, quick dead. Okay, so skipping most of the game, I'll fill you in with what happened. I done some nice dead side rotates, ended up taking height for a while, but then I didn't get zone. It was on top of like stealthy, like the kind of border bit on the outside. I built with brick up there, took height for a bit, got some tags, and then I kind of rotated down into zone. And now we'll watch some end game. Looking back at this end game now, basically talking you through that elim on the focus skin. I noticed the guy didn't look too good, he looked pretty lost, so I thought it was a free elim, quick refresh, and then looting his body. I probably should have dropped the sniper for the floppers, but in the heat of the moment, I ended up missing them, but it didn't have too much of an impact. I probably could have tanked Storm a bit later on, but let's just continue watching. Oh, I mean, I panicked a bit at the end because I was in Storm, but I think I played okay that game. How many kills did I get? 2 kills. Right, I need to be getting more elims. Going into game 9, I ended up fighting off spawn once again, and this fight went on for quite a long time, so I'll just cut out most of the boring parts and put most of the important parts in. That was so bad. I don't know how the fight lasted that long. Right, bro, really. So if you one tax me now or something. No way I choked my shot, man. That was such an easy game to win. I shouldn't have pushed that. I should have built backwards. I play too aggro sometimes and then don't know when to... I'm gonna wait a bit. Going into my final game, I had to pop off, otherwise I wasn't even gonna make top 10k, and well, this happened. Bro, you're mad cringe for that. The guy was sitting in a bush. I had a feeling there was someone in the bush. As you can see, I take my shotgun out, but that isn't good enough. The guy ends up killing me, and I ended up ending the tournament at 45 points. This video actually took a whole week to make, over a week actually, because this is Sunday, a week after this cash cup, and I've just played the last cash cup. That was yesterday, and I ended on 47 points, so 2 more points than last week. It's an improvement, I guess, so hopefully it keeps going upwards, and yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye. While recording this outro, I still actually don't know what place I came. I don't think it's even top 10k. I think it's 45 points we ended on. I definitely want to play a lot more solo arena. Jump on the grind, the solo grind. There's not many solo tournaments out, there's only this cash cup, but to progress my skills as a team, I need to progress my skills as a solo first. So I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.